All right. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, welcome to another live stream, How to Webflow Live. I'm Nelson. If you haven't been here before, thank you so much for taking the time out of your weekend to spend it with me and the rest of the Pixel Geek community in the live chat room right now. Yeah, what a week! What a week! Hold on. Oh, where's the live chat? Oops. No. Okay, there we go. I see the live chat. Yeah. Hi everyone. Let's see here. Who's in the live chat first? So AG Web Design, Scott and Peter and Colleen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming back. It's great to have this community, this wonderful community in the live chat room right now. If you see the link below, please consider donating to the EJI to directly or at pixelgeek.co/donate. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. Um, go here real quick. Yeah, so when you go to that link, you'll see this page. Put however much you want to donate, and then donation message if you want, but don't use any of these GIF gifts because then Streamlabs will ask for even more money, like $5. But just put some sort of amount of money that you can, and then click donate. And even if you can't, that's fine too, but just get the word out about this. pixelgeek.co/donate. Pablo's back. Elchin, Ivan, Travel Adventures back, Sam Dicky, yeah. What's up? WhatsApp? No, I don't use WhatsApp. But what is up? Thank you so much for being here. Oh man, so many emotions. And before we get into our main topic, which is how to use ChartJS inside of Webflow, it's been I asked what do you want me to stream this weekend, and someone on my YouTube channel said something with pie charts. So I looked it up and I tried it and I was like, okay, I think we can do it. But how's everyone? How's everyone doing mentally? How are you doing? Are you safe, healthy, and where are you from? Um, but yeah, yeah. Heavy week. And well, let me get something queued up real quick. See here. It's a SpaceX video, so SpaceX Falcon 9 first landing. While I'm waiting to find out where everyone is from. This one? Oh yeah. Okay. Let me go here. Yeah, cool. Yeah, where are y'all from? I know Colleen's in Florida. Peter, I think you're in Europe. Uh, yeah. Well, while I'm waiting, I'll just go ahead and I wrote something this morning about how I feel, and then yeah, quite sad and hopeful at the same time. Czechia, welcome Elchin from Czechia. Yeah, so many emotions, but I wrote something down. Get it up. To where? Should be more ready than this. I'm so sorry. Bulgaria, Holland, Philippines. Yes. Yes. My my motherland, my where ancestry is from, where my parents are from. 20G is back from India. Nice global community in this chat room. So, all right. Speaking of global community, so let me just get this out there. And yeah, you knew I was gonna play a SpaceX thing. Anyways, let me talk about this first. So anyone who's been watching my streams, who has been following me on Twitter or knows me personally knows that I love all things space exploration, technology, and science. But my favorite part about those three things is the human aspect behind all of it. Think about it. When there's a question out there in the universe, out there in the cosmos, that we humans have never ever answered before, we are required to come together and find a way to answer it. And it just can't be one person. So it just can't be one person. It takes a group of diverse humans from all walks of life to come together. And when it comes to web design, I feel the same way. It is not possible for one person or one human to create a great website or a great web app. It takes a team of content strategists, copywriters, UX researchers, graphic designers, visual developers, web developers, information architects, security researchers, project managers, social media managers, community managers, and so much more people, so many different types of people to make it happen. And when a diverse group of people are allowed to challenge each other with the mindset of making something positive, great things are made and change begins. And the reason why I'm showing this SpaceX video is because when this first came out, well, when the first, when this recap came out, I got chills. I got teary-eyed. Not because we're finally landing rockets autonomously on land at that moment, but it's this part right here. Let me rewind it. This part, that part. So many people across so many different departments who have all different walks of life, different views, different religions, different hobbies, different everything, but they come together for this one moment because they've put so much time and effort to answer a question, which is, can a rocket autonomously land itself and in the future be reused multiple times in hopes that we can push forward in doing more exploration faster and opening space to more people? It kind of sounds like Webflow, right? Where it's like, how can we democratize the web to make it more accessible to everyone? Doesn't matter who you are. If you want to build, you should be able to build. And you see all these people and I'm like, wow, they've put so much time and effort into this. And then this part right here, like different types of people, different genders, different age groups. I'm like, we all feel the same. We're just curious and we make something great happen. And that's my thoughts. Yeah, I love you all. I mean, thank you so much for being in the live chat room right now. And I always ask, where are you from? And it just shows like so many different people are in this chat room right now, just geeking out about all things no code. And I appreciate it. And I love this no code community because it is diverse. And we should continually challenge each other to become better. And that's what we're doing. So that being said, that link right there, again, pixelgeek.co/donate. You can donate now to EJI, or you can donate directly. But if you donate through my link, it'll show up on the stream. I figured out how to do that, and thank you to Colleen for helping me test that. Here, chat room. I love that community. Yes, NYC. Yes, it's amazing how things are changing. Things are changing. Okay. All right, cool. All right, next thing I want to talk about. Close this. Yeah, I closed it. All right. So again, if you donate, put your username so people can see who donated, how much you want to donate, and skip the gift gifs and just click donate. Okie dokie. So and yeah. Next. So there's some people who have been helping me test this out. So if you want to help test this community site I'm building for us, the Pixel Geek community, go to pg-community.webflow.com and I will send you an invite when I start inviting more people. Um and all it is so far right now is a support board, and whenever I have time I'll add to this, but I wanted it to make it more easier for people to explain what the issue they're running into is, and easier for people to find the answer. So for example, these are just some tests that Colleen has been doing, but if you have a question you're able to submit it through here, and I'm requiring people to create a Loom video. So that way, um, the question is not only written, but it's also, easier to understand since we're all visual people. Like, I don't understand the question if it's just in text form. Can you show me a screenshot? It's easier than a screenshot? A video. So after you put in a video, it'll show up like this. And yes, for example, Colleen, what she did was put a Loom video, and then if you have an answer, it's kind of like Stack Overflow where you can upvote answers that are the best. Um, and yeah, so you can submit the answer and also a Loom video to support your answer. And plus, I want people to be able to donate to each other. So if you have a Buy Me a Coffee page, you can click on that because it's like, oh wow, this solution really helped. Just like how you all were donating to me to my coffee page, I want people to donate to you when you're giving a really solid answer. So that way they can click on this, go to your coffee page, and they can donate to you. So yeah, if you want access to this, pg-community.webflow.io, sign up. All right, and I have a lot of other things I want to do. You'll be able to see it in the roadmap, but it'll take some time. So join the community. There's also a Slack channel that we're gonna start hanging out at. So join it. All right, here we go. Chart.js. Can this work inside of Webflow? So what is Chart.js? A simple yet flexible JavaScript charting for designers and developers. So if you take a look at what it can do, a lot. Look at this list. Hold on. Right. Cool. All right. So look at this list. You can do bar charts, line charts, even with hovers, and it's responsive too. We're pie graph. We're pie chart. Pie graph. You can do pie charts, and like they have animations, on-load animations. Like, dude, you can do a lot with this. And so I challenged myself yesterday, can this work not only inside of Webflow, but inside of the Webflow CMS? Can you make collections that throw data inside of ChartJS and creates this, something like this? And the answer is yes. But the secret is in setting up the collections. So I'm going to break it down for you on what I've learned. And then after we build this together, we're going to explore it together, because I didn't go any further than this. I didn't try a pie graph, bar chart. I didn't try anything else besides this first example. All right, so we can go ahead and explore how to do those other things using the Webflow CMS. Okie dokie. Let's go. Let's go to this website. So let me just trace back on what I did. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I learned this, and the steps and the thoughts that I had in my head. Okay. So let me just double check, delete. any custom code. Okay, cool. So I went here and I'm like, okay, well, get started. Cool. Now, if you're not familiar with code, I'm gonna do my best to break it down. As with every stream, break it down so that you can understand it in a more human way. Okay? Because code is crazy. Yeah, code is crazy. Here we go. So what I did was I just said, okay, creating a chart. Okay, so let me just copy all of this. Wait, no, I didn't copy this one. Which one did I do? Oh, I went to installation. Okay, so this is the first thing. Okay. So I read through this. I was like, okay, so I want to use a JavaScript. So let's see here. Integrate. Where did I start? Where did I start? Oh, I started somewhere else. Hold on. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Was it line? Wait, maybe I started at the examples. Examples. Decline. Where did I get it from? Oh my god. I love streams. Where did I get the code from? Like there was this like basic line. No, no, no. I'm so sorry, everyone. Hold on. Where did I start? I didn't start here. Okay, well, do the source. So I got this script here. Hold on. Okay, just copy this. So I found this script somewhere on that site. Okay, and I'll show you what it did. So I found the most basic script. Okay, and I said, okay, if I'm going to put in JavaScript, I have to put in an embed. So I get the embed element and I pasted it in. So all of this is coming from that one example that I found. Okay, so save and close. And then I went publish. Said, does it work? Can I just drop in the code? And of course, you'll be able to duplicate this whole site when I'm done. And so when I drop in the code, I said, okay, it works. Oh, Johnny, what's up? Link at the top in GitHub. Thank you. Link at the top. GitHub. Link at the top? What are you talking about? This goes here. Hold on, everyone. Nelson is not doing a good job. Link at the top. Oh, I ruined this stream. I'm so sorry. Let's start again. Okay. Let's sigh. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna start again. So I found this code somewhere inside of chartjs.org. And so all I did was copy and paste it into an embed code editor inside of Webflow. Okay. So here's what you have. You have a canvas. The canvas, let me zoom in. The canvas is where your chart will show up, okay? And this canvas has an ID of my chart. And so how this JavaScript package, how it knows where to put your chart is this right here, this part. So this line is saying, hey, find an element called my chart and put the chart in there. And so that's what this does. Okay. This line, this downloads all the magic of ChartJS and puts it into your website. It loads the magic. So that's what this line does. And now we get into the craziness of this. Okay. Now, the type of chart we want to create. So they have many ones. They have line, pie, in an area, whatever. So type is line. Okay. And now we have a data set. So what are the labels? Right. So the labels are the x-axis. Okay. So that's the labels. Data sets. Okay. Now you have data sets. And now the first thing is your label. What do you want to label your chart? My first data set. And where this text goes is right here at the top. Okay. And then you can make the... And now you can make the background color and the border color of your chart. And you just put the values in there. You can use RGB or you can use hex. It's up to you. And then you have your data points. Okay. So 0 goes to January, 10 goes to February, and so forth. Okay. And then options. Well, we're not going to really get into that one. We're just going to go super basic. I haven't even got into options yet, but I just left it super basic. And because that works inside of Webflow as just basic code, that works. Okay. Man, FC. And so because this works, I was like, okay, so now how do I make this more dynamic? So here are the things that need to be dynamic when I was thinking about this. Okay. So this needs to be dynamic, the type of chart, because what if I have multiple charts, but I want to display them in display this chart as a line, this one as a bar, this one as a pie. So this one has to be dynamic. So this could go into the Webflow CMS as a plain text. Okay. Labels: January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So all of those labels, the x-axis, that is just plain text. So I'm going to need to make... I'll be able to add these into the collection. My first database, the label, that could be added to a collection as a plain text or just a name in a CMS item. Background color and border color, there is color fields inside of a Webflow collection. So yes, you can do this. That's what I was thinking in my head before I even tried it. Then data, this can be either number or plain text. So I'm like, okay, I'll just use plain text for each of these. Then it got weird in my head because I'm like, wait, you can't put a collection list inside of custom code because you want to show each CMS item for labels. You want to show each CMS item for data. So how are you going to put a collection list inside of custom code? That is not possible. But if you add extra code, it is possible. So here we go. The code in this... okay, I think Nasser found it. But yeah, so the next thing I did was I went to... I started to create collections. Okay, so let me see, can I... Let me start a new website real quick. So that way you can follow along with me, and I'll just use my finished project as a reference. So let me start that real quick. Come on. Come on, Webflow, you can do it. I have too many projects in my dashboard. That's why it's running super slow. ChartJS stream. All right, so brand new blank site. Let's create a new collection. So my first thought was, okay, with this code, let's start out with the data set. Okay, so I'm going to create something called data set, and inside of the data set, I have colors, background color and border color. So let's add those colors. Color. Hold on. That way you can, yeah. So color. So this one's background, BG color, and this one right here would be border color. Cool. And I'm done with that. So I have the name, which is going to be my dataset label. I'm going to create collection, and so there we go. All right. So I have those. Now I need the other data. So I need, oh, I also need the type. So I need to add that. So what type is this data set? So I'm going to add field. I'm going to call it plain text. I'm going to call it type of chart. Go. Save collection. Cool. So let's add this new data set, and we'll call it stream example chart. Background color, purple, and we'll just use the same color. Done. And we'll use line since that's the only one I've used so far. Cool. So we have some of that data in there, but now we need to get those, what we call arrays. Okay, an array is a group of data. So we have our labels. And so I'm going to create a new collection and call it labels. And we're going to just give it a name, but also we're going to give it a reference. So a single reference to the actual data set. So which data set is this label for? Set data sets, and then save, create collection, and we're done. Right? So let's go ahead and start adding them in. So this one is Jan. Let's just do Jan. Stream example. And so this one refers to stream example chart. This one is Feb, and this one goes to stream example. We'll just do 3 months. March. Stream example. Great. Cool. So now that we're done with that, we have our labels. Last one we need to add is our actual data, and we'll call this data points. Okay. So here we go. We're going to create a new collection, call it data points, and we'll just have name and also another single reference field back to the data set. And this connects to data sets, save, create collection, and we're good. Let's create 3 of them. We'll say 0, create. This one would be, I'm guessing it's 10. Yeah, 10, 5. We'll say 10 and 45. 10 and 45. And if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt and let me know. All right. So we have our data set, which has the name of our chart, the colors, and the type of chart. Then we have our labels, the x-axis, and they all connect to the data set collection. And we have our data points that all connect to back to this data set collection, right? So that's how it works. Yeah, let me go whimsical, because I want to make sure you all understand. Whimsical. There we go. Sign in. Okay. Yeah. Bing. What? No. Personal flowchart. There we go. No, I don't want to. How do I? Flowchart. I have to pay? No. Okay, let me just use this. Okay. So you have this guy. Where do I put the text? Oh my god. Oh, because this is for... You guys get it, though? You have these 3 collections. These 2 point to this one. Hopefully you understand. Luke, thank you for joining us. No worries. Just watch the recording. Thank you for being here. All right, so now let's add this data into the JavaScript. Okay? So I'm going to go to the datasets template, and I'm going to drag in a container, push that away from the top, and I'm going to drag an embed. I'm just going to copy this code and paste it into the new site. All right, so everything is still static. Save and close. Everything is still static. It's not coming from the Webflow collection, but I just wanted to double check to see if it still works, if I put it in a collection page. And sure enough, it does. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the site, and I'm going to start editing stuff. For example, this line, the type line, I'm going to delete it and choose type of chart. For this label, I'm going to pull that data from the name. This background color, I'm going to add background color. I'm going to add it from BG color. And this border color, I'm going to pull the data from border color. So now these purple things, these are being pulled from the Webflow CMS, from the Webflow collections. Save and close, publish, and let's see what happens. Gonna refresh. Okay, things have changed. This means that the data from the Webflow collection actually works. And once I got to this part, I was like, ooh, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're halfway there. But again, how do you put a collection list? You can't put a collection list inside of code. You can't. So what's the trick? And so I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Now I'm going to show you because I figured it out. First thing you need to do is take all of this. Okay, take all of this right here and Command X or Control X to cut. Save and close. Then go to the page panel and scroll down to the end body tag. Okay? The reason why is because you're going to want to use jQuery, or if you're good with JavaScript, then use that. But you're going to want to use jQuery. And so what actually happens at this end body tag? Why do I put it there at the bottom? It's because when Webflow actually creates your page, it's also adding right here. It's also adding this. Okay? Nope. Where is it? Oh, right here, jQuery. Okay. So it's adding this. Okay, it's adding this line. So what Webflow does, it's like, hey, I'm going to also add in the jQuery package. But this is at the end of the page. Okay? You don't see it in Webflow, but Webflow is doing it. So because Webflow is adding jQuery, I can add jQuery code to my website. So what I want to do is pull different collection list items into this code. So how do we do this? Click save, get out of there. Let's drag in those collection lists. So I'm going to drag in a collection list and I'm going to pull from labels. Okay, so you see my labels here, but I want to make sure that it's coming from the right data set. So I want to make sure that this data set equals current data set. Save. Okay. And let's make sure the sort order is created on oldest to newest. So that way it's in order, January, February, March. And each of these, I'm going to drag in a link block and pull the text from the name of the label. So now we have January, February, March, and they're in plain text. I'm going to give these text blocks a name. I'm going to call it label item, label-item. Okay. Now all three of these have this class name. Now I'm going to go to datasets, open the page settings, and this is where it gets interesting. The power of jQuery and Webflow. Beautiful, beautiful. What we're going to do is say, hey, jQuery, find anything that has a class name of label-item. That's the selector or the class name that we just gave that text. Find anything with that. Whenever you find one, for each of those, do something. Okay? Find each label item and do something. What do we want it to do? Well, let's go ahead and create a variable called label item, all one word, no dash. And what will go inside of this temporary memory called label item? Well, jQuery, I want you to take this. This is referring to this. Okay, I want you to take this element, find whatever text is inside of it, and add it into that temporary memory called label item. Okay? Now, once you find that, do something with it. So we want to do something. We want to push it to the array. Okay? So I'm going to delete all of these things. These are stuff I don't want anymore. Okay? And I'm going to call this label array. Okay? So I want to put this inside of this. Okay? So now how do we do this? We have to create another memory. Okay? So let's call this one, we're going to call this variable. This new variable is called label array, and when we first load the page, it has nothing. Okay? So this is what it means. When you put two square brackets next to each other, you're telling the computer, okay, I have a group of things. Okay? I have this box of things, right? And I want to name this box label array. Okay? So this is what this line means. Hey computer, I have a box, and I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to name it label array. Now we want to push stuff into the box. So in here, I'm going to say for label array, push the label item inside of it. Come on. Okay? So with this, again, this means for each label item, find the text and save it in here. After you're done with that, let's push this text into this box. And then this box will be put here and given to the beautiful magic chart.js JavaScript. So save, and let me double check on my finished version that I did everything right. Push. Yeah, cool. Let's publish. Boom. It's happening. It's happening. Wakanda says, why couldn't you do that in jQuery in the embedded div? Why do you have to put it in the page settings? Yes, good question. So like I was explaining, I love using jQuery for simple things like this. It makes more sense to me. So that's why I did it here. That's why I did it here, because jQuery isn't called until the end of the page, until the end of the page code. And so I just did it here. If you know JavaScript, then you don't have to do it here. You can do it in a regular embed. You can do it in the embed element. But this is how I do things because it feels much more easier for me. But yeah. John, what's up? Better late than never. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Here. Yeah, so this is working. Okay? And so now that we know this is working, yeah, so the labels are still being shown here. So now that we know it's working, we can just take this collection list wrapper and hide it. All right? So again, what the code is doing is it's taking the text out of that collection list wrapper and placing it in a box or an array, and then throwing it into the ChartJS code. All right, so now we can do it again for the data points. Again, drag in a collection list, pull from data points, make sure that it's being make sure that it's the data set equals the current data set. Put in a text block into one of the collection items and pull the name of the CMS item. Oh, and make sure that the sort order is created on oldest to newest. We'll give each of these a name, data point dash item. So that's the class name. And we go to our code. Right? So we're going to replace this code with the collection list. So let's delete that. Okay. And yeah, we'll delete that. And what are we going to call our box? Let's call it data point array. Okay, so that's the name of our box. Now we got to scroll up. And we'll go ahead and create another name. We're going to create a new box. I'm going to press comma and say data point array equals an empty box. There we go. So now we have two boxes. Now let me just paste the class name of that real quick. And all we got to do is just copy and paste that first code, because we're doing the same exact thing, right? So jQuery, when you find a class name of data point dash item, do something with each of them. And so we're going to find this. We're going to find the text within each of them, and we're going to call it data point item. And this data point item will be pushed into the box called data point array. Okay, so this one puts all of our items into that box. This one puts all of our labels into the label array box. This one puts all of our data points into the data array box. And once we're done with that, it should work. I'm going to press save, publish, refresh. Boom. And the hovers are done by ChartJS. So there you go. Right? So let's review real quick. What did I do? And let's go ahead and hide this one as well. So collection list wrapper. Boom. So it looks like nothing's here, but a lot of things are happening. So first, we have our chart. This is our chart code, where our chart is going to be. Okay? Second, we put the rest of the code, the chart.js code, we put it in the end body tag. And for the script, we've added the chart.js code in there. However, we've replaced the basic stuff like the type, the name, background color, border color, replace that with the add field feature right here. Okay? But since we have data coming from other collections that are related to this one data set collection, we needed a jQuery way to pull that data into this code as well. And that's what we did here. If it's confusing, you'll be able to duplicate this project at the end of the stream and reuse it for whatever you want. But that's how you do it. Any questions? Any questions before we move on and explore together how to do other types of charts? And I'm going to look for questions. See here. Okay, so Johnny, so those colors would be able to replace by a short code of the color field from the CMS. Yes, like I showed you, Johnny, if it's RGBA or X, you know, you can add it into Webflow and it still comes out as plain text inside of code. Why can't you do that? Okay, so I answered. Cool, no other questions. Else. Cool. Oops. Fix that. Donate to. Oops. Yeah. Again, don't forget to donate. EJI. And it'll show up like this. Yay! All right. Cool. Moving on. Let's go ahead and explore together. All right. So now that we have the basics done, let's take this even further. Let's create a new data point. Or no, sorry, a new data set. And we'll call this a pie chart. So that's what was initially requested on my YouTube page. Can you make a pie chart in Webflow? And yeah, so let's try a pie chart. Pick a color, any color. Let's go with orange. Cool. And cool, we'll do that. So type of chart, let's see here. Donut and pie. Okay, so I'm using this. So the type is pie. Okay, that's simple. So let's use type of chart pie. Cool. So we did that. Let's go ahead and add some labels. Let me just use this as an example. Oh, now it has options. Ooh, okay. Oh, there's donut and there's pie. Okay, we'll try pie first. I'm getting hungry. What are those options? Config option. Um, hmm. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Okay, so we'll do pie, and let's put in some data. Um, let's just do something simple. We'll do three. So, um, let's say I like things. Pie chart. Or no, let's call it things I like. And then things I don't like. Duplicate things I don't like. And then also duplicate meh. Just meh. We have those three things. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but let's try 33 and just duplicate that 3 times. 33 and 33. What will this do? Let's go to pie chart. Feel like something's gonna break. And let's go. Yay! Something broke. Again, if you're not breaking stuff, you're not learning. What did I break? Um, I don't know. Oh, I messed up the code when I was explaining stuff. Okay. That save. Try it again. Huh. Okay. 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 We're doing something. Okay, got a question from Jason. Or actually no. Nasser, how to do a calculated field means totals? I don't know. I'm exploring this at the same time. You're watching. So, Colleen, does the collection list need to be on the same page as you are putting the custom code? Yes, it does. Jason, have you got any workarounds for adding more than 10,000 characters in the embed editor? Some of the charts I want to create are complex. I think this is the best way using ChartJS because it doesn't use much code. Um uh yeah. And if you have more than 10,000 characters, if you're able to cut the code up, for example, each embed component you use has a limit of 10,000. So if you use multiple embed components, then you have 10,000 code 10,000 characters per embed. So 10,000 times however many embed elements you're using. But as you can see here, making this pie chart, hardly any code, and it animates. All right. Now I'm thinking, how do I make? Oh, that's cool. How do I make this different colors? Um, I don't know. Where color cutout percentage animate? How do I? Oh, labels. Wait, how do I? Border color hover. How did you set the color for each of these? Um, where'd you put the script? All right. Oh God. I I'm gonna go to examples. Examples pie chart. There we go. Let's view this. Oh my God. Uh, what? Okay. I think it's something here because the reason why I'm looking at here is because these look like color values. Um, huh? This is me learning on the spot right now. I don't know the things. How does each get their color? Styling. This doesn't say how each of them get their color. Like this one says config options default. This one looks just like what we've put in. Oh man. Wakanda, if the chart is in the middle of the page, can you make the animation start when the chart gets into view? I'm not sure how to do that. That's a good question. Um, yeah, I if sure the animate if the if sure the chart will animate with a rotation animation. It has to be somewhere here or something. I don't know. Good question. It's Nate. It's value based color on the percentage I. B greater than 50, etc. Oh. I need to find the JavaScript. There's JavaScript. Okay. The labels, data set. So wait a minute. There's 3 background colors on this one. Look at this. I'm gonna copy this code and let's put it into the page. Need color. All right, so this looks familiar. But this is the part that got me like, oh, okay, I get it. Right here. Right here. Background color. There's 3 of them. So in our data set, we only put 1. So what if in the data points collection, I can also add color? Ooh, now it gets tricky because I have to do if statements. Oh man. Okay. Challenge. Challenge accepted. So this background color, it's an array. It's in a box. You can see that because it has the square brackets. One right here and one right here. Right? So let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. So background color, let me go to my collection. I'm going to add a color. I'm gonna add a color to my data points. So color is data point color. Save field, save collection. So for these 33s, I'm gonna do this. For things I like, we'll go ahead and make it blue. For things I don't like, I'm gonna make it red. And for things that are meh, I'm gonna use green. Okay, so those 3 colors are in the collection. Now I need to pull that out and put it into that one code. So let me display these. Okay. And I put it into the, oh no, I should put it into these, not just the numbers, because it doesn't make sense. All right, let me undo all that. Delete. Okay, I'm gonna set it to the labels. The label is gonna get the color. Label color. Save, and let's do it again. For things I like, things I don't like, and things that are meh. Done. Okay. So let's go ahead and can I pull the color values? Ooh, this is tough. I don't think I can. Oh, I can't put a color. I can't pull a color value. I can't pull a color value. It would have to be something like now it's getting oof. This is the only way to pull a color value when it's right here. All right. Challenge accepted. I'm going to keep going. So, what does Webflow do? What does Webflow do with the color? What is the code that Webflow produces? And I get this. Okay. So in my head, I'm thinking, how with jQuery can I pull this? I don't know. Unless... Oh, man. Oh, this might take longer than I think. Because I have to figure out... So in my head, I'm thinking, it's easy to get the attribute. It's easy to get the style. It's easy to just copy this into jQuery, okay? I can tell jQuery, hey, for each list item, actually, for every label item, find the style and copy it. But now, I'm like, now that you've copied it, how do I just copy this part? How do I just copy this part right here? I don't know. Man. Because it'll be lame to put this code as plain text inside of Webflow collections because that defeats the whole purpose of making things visual. Because plain text doesn't have a color picker. How do I do this? Okay, well, this is what I usually do whenever I'm like, how do I do this? I say, how to get background color. How to get background color from style attribute. Using jQuery. Oh, wait. Get the background color of an element. Is okay, wait. Is this it? Okay, yeah, that's exactly. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, I saw it. JavaScript code. This is us. Is it that easy? What? No, I clicked on an ad. No. There we go. It's that easy. Okay, let's try this. So I'm just gonna copy this and see where life takes me. PDL rest. What's the problem? Grab it with JS. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grab it with JS. So let's try this. For each label item, each label item, I want to get the color. Call it BG color. And is it background color? Did I background color for this? No, that one. What does Webflow say? Yeah, it's background color. Okay. Okay. So this get the background color. And we're gonna save it into a thing called background color. And now we need to push this into a box. We'll call this box data point colors. Or no, we've been calling everything array. Data point color array equals a box, empty box. And so we're going to push this into the data point color array box. And what are we doing? We're going to push BG color inside of it. This may work. Let me just, oops, data point color array. Can't scroll up while zoomed in. Sorry for getting dizzy. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. If the type of chart is line, then it just needs one background color and one border color. If the type is pie, then we need to do something else. So now we need to do if statements. Can I do if statements? Okay, so this yeah, let me try something. Oof, no. Because I want to do an if statement inside of okay. And if you're like a well-seasoned software engineer, developer, whatever, please bear with me. I'm more of a visual developer. All right, so I'm gonna create a new memory called type of chart, and the type of chart is the type of this chart is whatever the name is. Oh wait, no, not name. Type of chart. There we go. All right. So statement or yeah, on background color. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Let me just keep going with this. I may be taking the long way around, but we'll see. Type of chart. And then we'll just go down here and say if type of chart is equal to line, then do this. And do all of this. This is the line version. Okay. So this whole thing is... Oh, let me take my camera off. Cool. Much better. So if type of chart is equal to line, then we do all this stuff. I don't think it's scalable right now, this code, but we're just going to keep going with it. If the type of chart, so I made a copy and paste and I say, if the type of chart is pie, then we're not going to do background color or border color. We're not going to do background color that's coming from the data set. We're going to bring this in from the data point color array. And that should work. Should. Save, publish. Yay, I broke it. Missing already. Oh, okay, that's a simple one. I'm missing a parentheses. Cool. And I think that's another thing to learn from coding is not being scared of the errors and just letting the computer tell you what you're missing. So I'm missing a parentheses somewhere. Great. Where is it though? Oh, it's probably this thing down here. Okay. So I started a. Oh, okay. So this one, I started that and I ended it here. And then I started this and I don't end it at all. So I have to put this side of here as well as. This is confusing to a lot of people. I know. I'm so sorry. I wish I can explain more. But now I'm just exploring. I'm trying to figure this out live. Okay, refresh. Why did these strike out? What? Uh, so there's no errors. But things didn't work out quite the way I wanted them to. Uh, hmm. Arthur says copy paste into VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and it shows where. That is what I do. Yeah, I don't even use Visual Studio. Isn't there a way to see what? Ugh, man. Data point color array goes into that push. Yeah, yeah. Okay, here. This is. Let me try to tell the computer to tell me what's going into these boxes. So right here. Once I get into here, I'm just gonna tell the computer, hey, show me what's in here. I don't know why the number, why it's not working. Oh man. Fix. Oh yeah. Why is there 6 inside of that box? You do something wrong? Probably. There's 6 items in that box. Oh, I put what? There we go. Okay. I've been naming it wrong. It should be label color array. Label array. I think I got it. Okay, I just named things wrong. I got it. I got it. I got it. Sweet. Okay, how to make a pie chart in 30 easy steps. But it works. Okay? Uh so what I learned is I was naming the boxes wrong. Okay? So instead of data point color array, it's supposed to be label color array. Because remember, I'm adding these colors. I'm adding these colors to the label, not the data points. That's where I messed up. Okay? And now I'm naming this label array. So put the background color into the box called label color array. And the other part that I got messed up is I was also adding um these data point items into the color array as well. So that's where I messed up. I figured out I fixed it and it's all good. Yay. Thank you for the claps in chat. Again, if you have time, if you have the means, donate right there. Okay. Cool. All right. So I have like 7 more minutes for the example type stream. Uh if you have any questions, go ahead and start queuing them up. It doesn't have to be about this topic. Anything about Webflow, web design, how my day's been, how your day's been, or if you just want to chat, it's all up to you. So get those queued up. Donut. You can do donut. What's the JavaScript if operators? What's or? Or is the 2 pipes. Got it. So I can do something like data sets. If it's pi, or 2 pipes, or type of chart is equal to then you can do those same things. Save. Change the data set to nut. Publish. And this should come out as a donut instead. Yay! Easy. Wano, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've already answered that question, Colleen. If the chart is in the middle of the page, can you make the animation start when the chart gets into view? Yeah. Well, I've answered that, but let's see. Can you... Here we go, animations. Call back on each... What? Number of steps. How can I... Progress. How can I... function that renders the chart? This seems like it's calling to me. When you render something, that's when you make things show up. So, um, let's see here. Let me look at the code. But how do you... Yeah, I don't know. That'd be something. Wakanda, that's something that I have to figure out. Because the Webflow interactions, it's super, super easy to do something like scroll into view. But how do you do that with code? I don't know. Something to look into. No worries, Colleen. From earlier, TDL rest. If you are, when designing for Webflow, what size of board do you use? Um, I usually do when I bring in a div block, I set that to a max width of 1140 and center that. And I call that my main container. So yeah, 1140 is my max width for containers. Wano's saying, I'm working on a dashboard and trying to use ChartJS. All right, hope this stream helps you. If you got in late, hopefully the recording will help you. But yeah, I would love to see what you create. Yeah, send me a link on my Twitter whenever you. Uh, yeah, send me a link to your project. Yeah, tough one, the animation. I would understand, like, you want the animation to happen later, but how do you connect? I'm guessing, how do you connect the render function? How do you connect the render function with Webflow's scroll into view interaction? I kind of want to know if it's possible. I can figure it out. Stream is over soon. Yeah, yeah. If you do figure it out, please teach me. I would love to learn. But using the embed, yeah. All right. So we went from this to this, and that was pretty fun. Let me go ahead and hide these so it's a little bit more pro. Let's go ahead and refresh. Cool. I'm guessing the options. Ooh, there's configuration for layout. Oh, okay. There's paddings and whatnot. Legend. Is the legend shown? Where do you want to put the legend? Center. Start, center, end. Okay. Okay. Little tip, elements. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with this. Bubble. Mix. Line set with a bar. Okay, now we're getting crazy. Oof. Polar area. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like if you're playing RPG or something, or like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, and you want to do something. Ah, that's cool. That's neat. So what do they use? Simple? Oh yeah, it's simple. Yeah, it's just the labels right here. And then you have the data points. And then you have the background colors. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Is it possible to put the data in another position? What do you mean by another position? Like push it lower on the page? Yes, you can, just using Webflow. Do you want to move the the legend somewhere else? Like what do you want to do? Because I think that's within the options right here, the configuration. So for example, we can do alignment of the legend. So let me go here. And I think this is where options come in. Say guessing align? Uh Align is, let's say, end. Will this work? And I broke it. Expected token. Oh, jeez. So it's telling me I forgot. Oh, I don't need semicolon there. Okay, let me delete that then. Oh, I need to put this on both charts. So align end, save, publish. Okay. That didn't work. Nice. Why didn't it work? I don't know. So align center. Yeah, and you just align end, right? I don't know. I would have to figure it out. Um, huh? Yeah, that's what I think that's where I'm at right now. Options. Configuration. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I don't know. Position of legend. Top. Okay. So let me do position. Wait, is there more? Yeah. Top left, bottom right. So I want to put it on the right. So let me go here and we'll make this an array. We'll make this a box. A box of options. Close up the box. Here we go. So we have align, position, right. And that's how the options should show up, right? No? I don't know the things. Publish. I don't know. There's all my code. Preview sent to Twitter. Oh, okay. Let me check it out. Oh yeah, and if you want me to look over your site and just give you a quick feedback on it, let me know. Send me a tweet. Where's my Twitters? Right. Let's see here. Go. Cool. Look at what you got. CRM portal. Right? Did you publish this yet? Okay. So you are you whoa, all right. You're doing things. Okay. Okay. Nice. So how can you get all of this in from your collections? Are you making okay, you haven't made a collection yet, but it's okay. So let me see what the final result is. Okay. Oh, you can do half? That's cool. Okay. That's a good start. So you're utilizing Grid Flexbox? What are we doing here? Okay, we're using Grid and ChartJS. Yeah. Nice. Nice job. All right. Is there any more or okay, it's just this page. Good start. How How? How do we do the things? Do I have error? I have no errors. So when things don't work and you don't have errors, that's the frustrating part. I'm like, I want this to break. If it's breaking, tell me why it's breaking. But it's not. I have this. I have line. Okay, so this one is going to pie or a donut. And I'm saying I want. Do I have to write legend or something? No. Legend configuration nested below the legend using labels key. Wait. What does that mean using? Give me an example. Oh. Oh. Ah. I said give me an example. All I had to do was just scroll down even more. Duh. Okay, so I have to say legend and then I have to do things. Okay. So legend. I don't need those. I just need to say. Let me just take the options. This one starts here, then it ends here. Let me just copy that. Cool. The legend align is end, and the position, is it position? Yeah, position is the right. Don't want that stuff. Get rid of it. And this one talks to this one. Hiding it? Oh, God. This one is hiding. That one. There. So options, the legend. We'll have to specifically call it out. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. I think this will work now. Yay! I did it! Yeah. One. Drop that Twitter handle fan. Wait, you want me to give credit to Juan? Wano? Or you're looking for my Twitter account? My Twitter account is the pixelgeek. Very difficult to maintain responsive properties. Oh yeah. Um oh, there we go. How do you make this responsive? Yeah. Um One thing I don't really like about grid is manual. Manual makes me so frustrated. I like to have things flow auto. Because manual, I have to move everything based on breakpoint. Um, yeah, I would do auto on everything. Oh, everything here. So I would do auto everything because it makes things much easier. So I'm gonna set this at top. I'm guessing that's supposed to be on the top, and it should span 3. This one will probably. So this one will probably be the third thing. There we go. Cool. So see, I have everything. Yeah, that's much more cleaner because when I go here, I can just edit this grid and say, I only want 2 columns this time. And so everything that's spanning 3 columns, I'll just say 2. And then this one can span 2, take up its own row. Hey, no, I don't want manual. Oh, everything's manual again. No, auto all the things. That's my style. Auto all the things. All right, so this one will take up 2. This one will take up 2. This one will take up 1 row, 2 columns, and then everything else is 2 columns, 1 row, 2 columns, 1 row. And so see how easy that was? Much easier to do in responsive because everything's auto. Like even this, why is it manual? You know, ooh, your body is a grid. That's interesting. I never do that. I never mess around with body much. I would keep that as display block and drag in an overall grid inside of it and then do your things. I'm guessing your nav bar is gonna go to the first thing. Gonna call span 2. Okay, it has that. Your sidebar is going into the grid. Call span 1, row span 2. Okay, and then this. Here you go, and make sure it's not auto. Okay, and what happens in sidebar? Oh, your sidebar is fixed too. Okay, that gets crazy. Yeah. Um, they need to be fixed. And this grid can be, I don't know, height 100%. H. Sidebar 315. And so what you can do with this grid is just say, the first column is 315 pixels. Boom. And then this sidebar right here. Yeah. There you go. And probably no gap. There you go. So it's much more cleaner. Okay. And so if I want to go responsiveness, I can say, hey, actually no, this sidebar instead of 315, leave it as auto. So it's growing as wide as its parent, and its parent is that one grid column which we set as 315 right here. And so if we want to do responsiveness, we can go here and control the width. So this one, we want to make the width smaller. And there you go, something like that if you want. But yeah, and then it'll get crazy when you get here. So how are you going to solve this? In my opinion, if this is some sort of nav bar, this would have to be pushed to the bottom somehow using like fixed and then pushing it to the bottom. And there we go. Making sure that your Z index is like super high. And then this grid right here, I know I'm going really fast, but yeah, this grid right here, we don't need that first column. Just delete it. And because of auto flow, you delete one column, everything just flows nicely. You don't have to worry about it. Yep. So like this, I'll span 2. Because this data wrapper is just doing its own thing. Because it's, oh, yeah. And then when you get here, oh yeah, you're already set. Oh yeah. I'll make a clip for you of what I just did. So you can review it. Because I just fixed it for you. But hopefully that helped. Yeah. Grid manual do not like. That's not my style. Grid autoflow makes things more fluid and much more easier to control, because when you're manual, you have to tell each element, hey, you go here, you go here, you go here. With flow, it's like, hey, if you're taking up the whole row, the next person will just flow on down to the next one, and the next one will flow on down to the next one. So it's much more clean. That's my style. Yeah. Nate, maybe have a virtual dice. You can have a ton of sides, since not confined by physics. Oh, that'd be cool. A chart based on RPG. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like a character maker. There's probably tons of character makers out there. But yeah, making your own with a little bit of code and Webflow, that'd be cool. Be cool. Yeah, did I miss any other questions? Cool, I've answered all the questions. Yeah, pretty chill stream. A lot of very technical stream. You know, was doing my best to try to help explain and explore at the same time. Yeah. Any other questions? So yeah, the donation link will be up for a month, and it goes to that Streamlabs donation page. It's legit. Go ahead and donate to there. Pixelgeek.co/donate. Thanks again to Colleen for donating $12 to the donation fund. Thank you so much. And to anyone who's watching this recording and is donating, thank you in advance. These streams happen every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, if there's no further questions, we'll just end it here. Thank you so much for being on the stream. Take care of yourselves. Be healthy. Be safe. You're out there protesting. Thank you so much. You're doing a lot. You're doing wonderful things. And I always felt like as these past years went by, you know, things got crazier and crazier. It made me realize it takes a lot of bad to invite a lot of good. And vice versa, it takes a lot of good to invite a lot of bad. And we're seeing this right now. So many groups that you would never think that are coming together for great positive reasons. And it, you know, it makes me sad, hopeful, it makes me all the feelings. But the one feeling that is constant is love. And you know, science, the cosmos, it doesn't really care. It doesn't really care who you are. And that's okay, you know? And if we can just come together to answer those questions in small ways, in all these small ways, it helps. And you know, I've been sad this whole week, but being with a very positive team, I'm very lucky to be part of a positive team. The Webflow team, super diverse, and is trying. The team is trying our best to democratize the web, but you know, stay true to our brand, which is to help everyone. You know, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who you are. Just help. Be a nice person. You know, I don't know. None says you're a good human being, mate. Well done. Thank you. You are too. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, make the web beautiful together. See ya.